Hello, hello, all of my yarny goodness friends. My name is Pam. I am the maker here at the Yarny Goodness podcast, and welcome if you are a new and returning viewer. If you're new, I hope you enjoy my special brand of crazy and that you will hit that like button and subscribe down below. I hope you can't hear my air conditioning just kicked on, so hopefully that's not making too much noise in the background, hopefully. So hopefully if you have already seen them, you enjoyed them and you'll stick around till the end. If you have not, you'll stick around till the end so you can see them. I didn't take a lot of pictures, but I took a few. Just a few. Maybe on the next one in September I'll take some more. That's really something y'all want to see. I am wearing my Christy Cardi. This is a crochet pattern. It's a free pattern. If you just Google Christy Cardi, you're going to find it. I did do it differently than the pattern. The pattern is worked in panels, so you have one panel for the back and a panel for each front panel. And then you do your sleeves. I did do mine differently to where I started on one end in this purple, and the purple is it's a knit crate yarn. It's what I'll remember. Moon something. But knit crate is no more, and this is what's left of it. Ooh, I don't know what that is on the bottom. Chocolate or something. Oh, it just wipes right out. But that was it. So, but I started on one end of this, and I chained 100, and then I went for I forget however many rows, and then I was down here at the bottom, double crocheted up the 60. I turned and I went down, and then I came back up. When I came back up to do the back panel is when I chained the 40. And then when I went back, I had the right amount of stitches, so I went all the way across my back to the other side. It's just straight crocheting, half double crocheting across. So then when I did this panel, I did the exact same thing in reverse. I only came up to 60, went back down, came back up to 60, chained 40, and then went to town working on the other side of my front panel. Then when I went to do the sleeves, I decided that I was going to mix crochet and knit together. And I'll even move forward a little bit so you can see. So I picked up my stitches right there, and I knit my sleeves around. I don't know what that is, don't look at it. I snagged it on something. And so that's all I did. And then I did just a couple of rows of a 1x1 ribbing on both ends, and I made them like 3/4 length because it's not, I just going on the cruise, the air conditioning, and I wanted to be able to like put it on in my room and then walk through the hot part of the ship, the outside part of the ship, into the air conditioning part, which is kind of chilly. So I wanted something light, just something on my arms, and this fit the bill. It was pretty good. So, and this was one of my dresses that I made I bought. I did not sew anything for the cruise. I have not sewed in years. I was probably 12 years old the last time I sewed anything. So there's no sewing going on. Although I would love to get back into it, but I don't know. So, but this, and then I did this little double crochet chain one, little lattice work there, and just finish it off. That part's in the pattern. The only thing I did differently was making it all one piece instead of seaming it together. So that's what I have on today. Now on to something that I made exclusively for the cruise, which was my summer vacation top, I think is the name of it. It is a free pattern by Mama and a Stitch. And this is it. I will post pictures of it. I had my husband, it'll be in that roll, so either you've already seen it or you're getting ready to see it at the end of the video, I don't know. The only thing that I'm not happy about is, let me go ahead. I'm going to take this sweater off. I'll pop this on. My air kicked off and then kicked back on, so there's that. If I've got some other cotton that I'm going to make this in because I like it. It was comfortable. I like it. Ugh. But I feel like it. I don't know. Maybe it shrunk a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it didn't because it's hitting where I want it to hit. But I have to have a tank top or something on underneath it because if I feel like it's too low, I don't know. So next time, but I did make modifications. So next time I will, I'm going to figure out a way of doing it in the round instead of making the 2 panels. So I'll knit it in the round up to my underarms and then do this lattice work. And when I do this lattice work, I added these panels on. So in the pattern, it doesn't have this part right here, the shoulder part. This is up here more, like this. Let me see. Like that. I didn't like this, so I took and I added these little pieces on the front and the back, and you see like it falls off my shoulder and then it gapes here. So if I do it again, what I will do is, because this I like how it comes down my arm just a tiny bit, I would do more over this way. So like 10 more stitches. I even crocheted around the edge of it so that it doesn't stretch as much. And it's not stretching as much as it was. So I would make these a little bit wider, you know, over into this way. So, and I could take this crochet out, but I'm not going to. It's just too much. I'll just continue to wear a tank top underneath it and go from there. But yeah, I did wear it. I've got pictures of me wearing it on the cruise. So yeah, but I will. It's easy, and I will definitely make another one. This is made out of Karen funnel cake cotton in Breeze. I want to say the Breeze was the colorway, and I have some other colorways in that same yarn, and I might make me some more of those. Something else so I did do a cast on right after the last episode. I keep wanting to say last Friday, and it wasn't last Friday. Friday before last. I wanted the knitting I was taking on the cruise. I wanted to go ahead and get those cast on and ready to go, so I didn't have to worry about casting on in the car. So on the way down there, I was knitting between 2 different projects. They were the only 2 I took. I know I was talking about doing 3, but I only took 2. I took the newborn vertebrae pattern, and I took the Petrie, which I will be talking about in the future of this episode. But I have a newborn vertebrae sweater. So when we got into the car, I was here. Although we got into the car and I started knitting on my on these raglan increases, and I missed some, so I had to take it back past there. I had missed one up in here, and so I had to take it past there. So anyways, that's whatever. There it is. I was making this for my bus. I will post a picture of it, or no, because I'm showing you what it looks like. I'll post a link to the newborn pattern. If I remember correctly, the newborn is a free pattern, and there is one that's a size up for like toddlers and all of that you can, that's down available for purchase. So, but I finished this up on the way home. But yeah, I enjoyed it immensely. There's going to be a picture in the cruise pictures of me knitting, and this is what I'm knitting on. I did get the body and everything done, and then I was knitting on the sleeves while I was sitting out there. That's what I was knitting on there. This is made with, I don't know what it is. I think it's Karen, the Karen Baby. You know, when you go to Walmart, it's the big fat, almost like the 1 pound love yarn, but it's not. It's a gift for my boss. My boss is having a baby in September, and so I didn't want to make it with any yarn that can't be just thrown in the washing machine and dryer. So I'll block it good the first time, because I mean there's some weird stuff going on with stitches, and make sure all the stitches look nice and everything. But this is one of the ones. I still have to sew a tag in there. I don't know which ones I'll give her. Probably the Handmade with Love. I don't know, maybe the Payne's Homemades, which is what I put in for items that I gift. It says Payne's Homemades. I have them right here. See, this is what I'm talking about with the special brand of crazy. I get talking about one thing, and down the rabbit hole I will go, just squirrel. So I have two different types. Where did it go? Two different types of tags that I put into things. So when I make things for myself, nope, didn't put one in this one. When I make things for myself, I just put in the one here that just says Handmade with Love. So I have those, but I also have ones that say Payne's Homemades, Love in Every Stitch, which is, I do crochet and knit things and sell them, and that's under the name of Payne's Homemades. That's what my, but anyway, so the other thing that I knitted on while I was gone was the Petrie sweater, which I will post a picture. So I will be editing this episode. But this is what I've got done so far. So this it's got a folded hem. So you do, I don't know how many rows that was, and then you do a purl row, and then you turn it, and so that it folds really nice. It folds really nice on that purl row because it gives you those little, almost like a picot, the way that it sits. But yeah, it looks really pretty and really nice the way that it sits folded like that. So, and this one again, I have a little video to show you. This has got another story. I was at least 12 inches into this. I only had, I don't know, I was even farther than that, because I only had like 1 or 2 more inches. So I'd say I was about 13 inches. I was about right there, where I was getting ready to split, or do there's a decrease around the armhole. And I look at it, and there was a drop stitch. And I did a picture on Facebook, I'll pop it right here, of my stitch. And it was down close to this marker right here. And it was like in the middle. And I was like, ugh. So I did ladder it up. You could see it, and you could see it really bad on the inside. And I knew it was going to bother me, so I took it apart. So I did that yesterday. So I've worked on it this much. I would be doing arm decreases. That was like everything I had done. Because it was right here when I started working on it on the ship. So when I was knitting on it in the car and on the ship or whatever, I'd gotten that far before I stopped working. I put it away to finish getting packed up and everything. So I took out almost all of the work that I did on it. So yeah, there we are. This is also in Knit Crate yarn, and it's called Fatigue Green, and it's like a chain. You saw that chain, right? So yeah. But anyways, there's that. The other thing that I wanted to knit on while I don't know why. I've been on a cruise. I don't know why I was thinking of taking this time to just sit and knit, but it's just really like an hour or so or what that. But yeah, whatever. But I wanted to make the, what is it called? The Perfect Knit t-shirt, and I'll put a post picture here. And this is what I got. I've cast on, I did the setup row. Yeah. So I'll be working on this. This is also in the Knit Crate yarn. It's just plain white. I'm loving it. It's chain. It's squishy. So it's the same as the green, but this is called limestone. I made the vertebrae for my boss. She's pregnant, due in September. So they're doing her room in pink. So I'm also going to be making her a pink one. And it's out of the same, like that big 1 pound Karen baby sport or something like that. But this is all I've gotten. Those make up really quickly though, so. And I weighed that one and it was only 75 grams. And so this is 125, I think is what it was when I weighed it. So this should be more than enough to do her sweater. If not, then maybe, I've got a lot of that gray. Maybe I'll put a little gray around or do like the collar band. I can always do like all of the hems. I can do all of this in the gray and that in the bottom in the gray. I can do all the ribbing. That's what it's called, ribbing. I can do the ribbing in gray, so that if I winds up that I'm not going to have enough. So there's that. Oh, but I'm also going to be making her a blanket in pink. And I was going to do, Mama in a Stitch has got a free pattern, and it's sunset something, and it's granny square. It's like the granny style, but it's in a zigzag, and I was gonna do that. I made a blanket out of this very yarn for the Project Marvin, for the lap blankets, in that stitch, but I started up and I just was not enjoying it, so I just went with a plain granny stripe. I cast on, this is crochet, but I chained, I want to say 125. So, it's a nice size little baby blanket. And I have 4 skeins of this pink, and it's, and I'm using my 5mm needle, 5mm hook. And it's Lion brand, the Ice Cream Roving Divagation, I don't know, whatever that is. And it is in Strawberry Shortcake. So it goes from white down to pink, down to a brighter pink. You saw it all in there. I have, I think, 4 skeins of that. So that should be more than enough for the blanket. I'm hoping maybe to make like a hat to match, or I might even wait on that pink sweater and wait and see if I have enough to do a sweater, and then I could do that sweater and a little hat to match the blanket. That might be what I do. I might put that one on hold. But I also have another person at work who is expecting in September. She's having a little boy. And so she is getting, it's this green and cream. That's what I'm going to make her vertebrae out of. I think I'm going to make it mainly in this green and then maybe do some like cream stripes on the arms after, and maybe the ribbing, do the ribbing in the cream, and maybe cream stripes. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where the creative juices take me. But that's the only things I've got. I do need your help still. In the last episode, I had asked you guys a question. I have my beautiful half and half shawl. I have used all of my, I've got a random knitting needle down here that I just noticed. This is all of my, whatever color this is. I've used it all. And I still have, from my llama to this hand over here, I still have all of those stitches. So I have to finish this, right? So that's a lot of stitches, and I don't know. So we're gonna wrap it around me like this. It's already huge. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish off the stitches that I have left, and then I'm just going to bind off down the thing. It's only going to be a half triangle wrap. It's not the half and half. I'm done. I'm over it. It's cool. I'm just not, I'm not into it. I don't know. So I have this brown, and it's a very caramely brown. I have maybe camel. I have this one that's a little bit richer brown that I can pair with just that corner. I have this one. I could go bold with a green. This is called Conservatory. I don't know what this one is. This one is called Titan. Conservatory. And Cinderella. Okay, these are my choices. I need to know. Somebody, please, comment down below. Help a girl out. I need opinions, please. Which one should I go with? Which one? Which one? I'm begging you, please. Which one? I can't decide. I'm almost leaning towards this one. And just, I would have to hold it double because it looks like it's a fingering. Well, I might have two. I think I have two of these. And if I do, then I'm gonna hold it double. I'm gonna hold it double no matter what, but if I hold it double and I only have the one, I gotta pull from the inside and from the outside at the same time. But I'm thinking about that, and just, so it's brown on brown. So it stays in the neutral family. But I don't know if I like this one. I don't know. Again, I just need your help. Help me, people, help me. And then whatever one I use is what I'm going to use to bind off. And I'm just binding off. I might do the Jenny Stretchy bind off, but I'm just binding it off, and I'm going to have a triangle wrap. Because it's huge. It's really big. I've been working on it since January. I would like it to be done. And I need your help. So, please, for the love of everything, help me out. The only thing that I still want to talk to you about is Devin. Yeah, that's it. Devin from McPurley Knits, I believe is her name. If not, I'll mention it down here. Put out a sweater, and it's called the Vesper sweater. Picture. And in one of my episodes, I talk about a sweater that I got from my mom that has got like the bat wing, the sweat here. And I saw the Vesper, and I'm like, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. So I think it's a free pattern. So I think I'm going to do it in these two colors, which this was being blown out. It's cream and a very pale green. I have two of each of these. This one is Red Barn, and this one is called Cucumber. They are both Uru yarn for Knit Crate. And they're cotton. They're 34% cotton, 35% linen. There's some Lysol and nylon, and it's a sport weight. Pretty sure, I glanced at the pattern. It's either going to be a fingering or a sport, I believe. I haven't, like I said, I only glanced at it, but I think this is what's going to happen. Hopefully soon, because this would be a really nice summery sweater. So I have lots of knitting to do. I have a stupid thing called a job. I don't know. They expect me to show up there every day and work 40 hours a week to get a paycheck. I just wish they would pay me to stay home. But they won't. So, oh well. I will get done what I can get done. But that is all that I have to show you guys. So either you have nice cruising pictures to see, or you've already seen them. I don't know which way I'm going to do it yet. So stick around and watch the cruise, or thank you. But in any case, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free. I love something free. Subscribe. That way you'll know when I put up new videos. And we'll go from there. Because everybody likes a crazy lady on their TV screen. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.